The NFL Draft is the yearly fountain of hope for all 32 teams in the league, acquiring for the majority at least 7 new players, being the beginning of the heartbreak or the joy of the up-and-coming season. There were 257 players selected in this year's draft, and as impactful as those later round picks are, the attention immediately goes to the first round selections and whether their success in college will translate to the NFL. That single question is an evolving storyline that feeds NFL fans every year, driving the stakes and the value up for those first round selections. Yet, how many of those realistically make an impact for their respective team? In an article by USA Today, they give a breakdown on each position, claiming the success rate for each. The percentages on this table show the amount of players that signed a second contract with the team that drafted them in the first round. As you see, once you get past the center, the second highest is barely better than the odds of a coin flip. Assuming that this is relatively accurate, the odds of a first round pick missing are high. What this doesn't show, though, is the amount of impact one can have when a team gets it right. Look at 2023. There was CJ Stroud, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Witherspoon, Bijan Robinson, Jordan Addison, and so on. 2022, Aiden Hutchinson, Garrett Wilson, and from years before, Jamar Chase, Micah Parsons, Justin Jefferson, and so on. So many factors go into if someone's going to be successful in the NFL, making the job for the scout very difficult. What's a little easier is showcasing the prominent storylines in this rookie first round class and what their impact could be. None is greater than the first overall pick, Caleb Williams. Caleb had a prominent college career with the Trojans in which he won the Heisman Trophy, holds a single-season school record with 52 touchdown passes, and has highlighted gems scattered all around his collegiate career, making him one of the most high QB prospects in years, enough for the Bears even to move on from Justin Fields, who not long ago traded up 9 spots to get him. The Bears are banking on him to have quick success in the league, and in my opinion, they have done a phenomenal job at surrounding him with talent that is rare for a first overall pick to have. DeAndre Swift was picked up from the Eagles, giving them a versatile running back that can take the pressure off of Caleb, enhancing his growth early. Another position they have built up is wide receiver by acquiring 2 well-established ones in Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, paired with another promising first-round 2024 pick in Rome Odunze. These 3 are as promising as you're going to get in the league, let alone for a first overall pick. If Caleb can kindle some of that success he had in college for the first year in the NFL, the Bears are looking like a contender for the division, if not more, for years to come. He's one of the most interesting storylines in the league, right up there with Michael Penix Jr., who might not have the opportunity to have the on-the-field impact as fast, but has a promising future with a lot of intrigue. Penix had quite a different college career than Caleb, one filled with the highest of highs making the national championship game, pieced together with the lowest of lows in season-ending injuries, molding him into the quarterback he is today, which is one of the most accurate QBs coming out of the draft, with a lot of talent. If you don't believe me, just watch the Sugar Bowl alone. That game showcases what he has to offer. Definitely worthy of a top 10 pick, but to the Atlanta Falcons, a team who just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year, $100 million contract. Alongside the $100 million, that guarantees him a starting job for at least this year, if not the next one, with Penix always waiting. It raises so many questions that could negatively impact this team. Like, how long of a leash does Kirk Cousins have if it starts out rough? If that happens, the pressure will only rise after every loss to start Penix. And if that happens, they will have a $100 million backup quarterback. Or if Kirk plays out his contract, many people argue that Penix's age will be getting up too high. I don't think that's an issue. Where the problem may rise, both of their contracts would expire roughly at the same time, meaning if they wanted to keep Penix, they would have to make a decision with very little substance in the NFL. It's a pick, obviously, to help him in the future, following the footsteps of the Green Bay Packers. It might be one of the smartest moves ever, but it's risky, and only time will tell. The last quarterback I want to talk about is Jayden Daniels, another intriguing pick. Like Caleb, will be trying to flip an organization around, getting them back to the playoffs. Now, Commanders don't have as favorable circumstances as the Bears. They are a newly renovated home, acquiring a lot of new pieces, like a new head coach in Dan Quinn, a new DC in Joe Witt, and a new OC and Cliff Kingsbury. That first year with that many changes can be challenging for any team, especially one that's getting a new rookie quarterback. But at least for Jayden, he's coming in with the coaching and not having a coaching change in his second year. They got potential. They might not have the receivers like the Bears, but they have playmakers around him, and it's going to be exciting watching his play translate to the NFL. One that was very exciting in college, right up there with Maserati Marv. He's going to the Arizona Cardinals, giving Kyler Murray a new weapon that they hope can get them back into the playoffs. First-round wide receiver selections, for the most part, have been consistent over the years, making an impact for their respective teams. How much of an impact Marvin will have remains unknown, but many have him similar to Caleb at being the most prized prospect in his position in recent years. It also puts the pressure on Kyler to stay healthy and play well, because if not, they might make a QB change for the future. A position that has Patrick Mahomes at number 1, who just got another weapon in Xavier Worthy, who just broke the 40-yard dash record time for the Combine. He has speed up to par with Tyreek, but many people are not believers in this pick. I think just the possibility of Xavier turning out as a reliable option for Patrick Mahomes with that type of speed is scary. The offense would be way more lethal than last year, and that is one that helped win a Super Bowl. I hate to say it, but Xavier Worthy might have the potential to be one of the most impactful first-round selections in the NFL this year, helping the Chiefs with a three-peat. Anyways, obviously there were many more first-round selections with prominent storylines and players who can have a great impact for their team. However, breaking down the whole first round would have been a long video, so that is why I decided just to do the top ones in my eyes. Thank you for watching, and let me know how you feel about some of these players, and what ones are you most excited to watch, and what ones do you feel have the most promising future. Peace.